Hey, what's up, everybody? Nico V here. Welcome back to another episode of Partner in a Year, series where I keep a weekly video diary documenting the steps that I'm taking to try to get the title of Twitch Partner within the span of 1 year. We're pretty far into it, so if you don't know what's going on, you can kind of go back and see. We've got a lot of episodes on this stuff. It's just me talking about things. Not super popular. I don't really know what kind of audience this is. This is more for myself, but if you're watching, I'm happy to have you along. Sorry about the bedhead. My hair's a little messy today. I got a haircut, and that makes it kind of weird. So, um, please put up with that. But let's go over what we did for this past week. So I think this week was a little better overall than what we've experienced with the past few weeks with Elden Ring. Um, I don't know what that is. I think it's because, the first stream we did was Elden Ring. We did beat that game, so Elden Ring is done. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it anymore. Maybe if the YouTube stuff like takes off for it and we start getting like some YouTube traffic from like the Elden Ring stuff, maybe I will start uploading more Elden Ring or start streaming Elden Ring again. I am doing a second playthrough. I'm doing it off stream though because again, I don't think the audience or I don't think Elden Ring is something the audience wants to like watch particularly. Um, just because again the numbers have been kind of low and I can kind of understand Elden Ring. I'm not super like engaged with people. Elden Ring is also a game that a lot of people want to play, so if they watch me do it, then or sorry, it's a game that a lot of people want to play, so they might not watch me because they don't want to get spoiled. Like I totally understand that. There's a lot of streamers that I was not watching play Elden Ring because I wanted to play it myself. And my audience I don't think is big enough for to have like people that don't care about Elden Ring watch me play it. Because my community's small and the people that like me, they kind of know my taste in games. And I talk about Dark Souls a lot, so a lot of those guys do like Dark Souls. So Elden Ring, we are done with that game. We have moved on, and the game that we played after that was The Walking Dead: The Final Season, and that was a bit of a strange pick because it's just a game that I wanted to play for like a really really long time because I always loved the Telltale Walking Dead series. I love Clementine, and I think that the Telltale Walking Dead series is actually the best. The best. It's the best Walking Dead media. I read the comic. I didn't read all of the comic, but I read. I want to say like the first. I read up until Glenn died in the comic, and the comic was really good. The show was good for the first season, and then I think we all know what happened after that. If you like Walking Dead, the games I think are really good and fun. Um, so yeah, um, and I think that it actually went better than some of the other streams before. It wasn't like my highest viewed stream ever, but there were still people coming in and chatting, and that's I think what's important, and it keeps me playing. And I think again that's another reason for that is because The Walking Dead, it's not great for discovery because I doubt that there's a lot of people going on to watch like a 3-year-old. Like the game's not really like in style anymore, and for discover in terms of discovery didn't really have new people, but what it did do is it got the regulars back in to start watching and chatting, and I think that was the most important bit because I just want to have people in there chatting and stuff, and I think because The Walking Dead is more of like it's more of a cinematic game. It's a game that not a lot of people are going to go out and buy, right? So they can watch me play it and hang out and chill and talk and then like experience the story like through me. So I think that was the one of the better streams we've done in a while. Again, not like the most viewers we've ever had, but it got people back in and talking, and that's kind of something that I noticed with the Elden Ring streams. There's a lot of the Elden Ring streams. A lot of times I was playing the game and it was very quiet, and I'm doing my best to like talk and commentate on stuff, but like in terms of like the chatting to me, um, I don't have much to say to them because not a lot of people are chatting during the Elden Ring streams. Walking Dead got people in there again, and then after I played Walking Dead, I played a game called Tunic, and Tunic is a game that was recommended to me by Jared, um, a buddy of mine. He's always in the chat. I play Dead Island with him. Um, he recommended Tunic. Tunic is like a little indie game. It's a Souls like indie game, and it's a really good game. Um, it kind of has the same formula as Dark Souls, where it's just dodging and hitting. There's an Estus flask. There's bonfire type things where you rest and heal, and they're like checkpoints. And it has really good level design. The level design I think is the closest to Dark Souls 1 level design I've seen like ever. Like it has more of the Dark Souls 1 level design than Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 or Bloodborne or any of those games, which I think is very neat. That's cool. Um, it's a really good game. But it's a game that you have to explore a lot. And I know Elden Ring is a game that you have to explore a lot, but like Tunic is like it does not hold your hand at all. And I think it's a great game. I just don't think that like I'm particularly good at it because I've never been a person that's good at exploring. I always feel like I've done everything I need to do, and then I'm like, okay, what do I do next? And then I'll look up a guide and it'll tell me to go somewhere, and I'm like, oh, I should have just probably thought to go there. But Tunic's a good game. That stream was also kind of a quiet one. It didn't have like a whole lot of people stopping by, but what it one thing that I did appreciate is that um two members, Stickley and Jam, came in and they were talking, and those two were having a nice conversation about with me about just like Cartoon Network stuff. We were talking about old Cartoon Network shows and things like that, and it went on for a long time. And I think that's what will make streaming like really fun for me is when people come in and like can have conversations. Um, that's cool. And I really did enjoy that through and through. And I think that's just gonna be my goal for streaming for the next few weeks. Because again, I don't like it, the pace isn't really picking up. Like the discoverability isn't there, and I think that is partially on my fault. I don't think I'm doing as much as I could with the YouTube stuff. Um, just because I'm just not really an editor. I just don't really have it in me to like edit videos and stuff. I do want to do some Elden Ring videos, so I'm gonna look into trying to do some of those next week. But like I just think that I just think that what I want out of streaming right now is to just give the people that are already here like a place to like hang out. And I want to have a place for that and like just talk to people. And I think that we did that with Tunic. It was nice, even though not a lot of people were coming by. Like I said, the conversation was there, and that's when streaming I think is at its most fun. So yeah. What are we gonna do for this next week? I'm gonna try to schedule stuff with Garrett for the next week because again, I was supposed to play It Takes Two with Garrett. He could not make it, which is fine. Guy works very hard, and around the time that I want to play the games, he well, I was gonna say usually he works, but actually, this was not because he was working. It was because he just got sick, and that happens. So we're gonna move back to this week, and then maybe we could also play a game with Garrett. I'm thinking we want to play It Takes Two. That's the one that I really want to do because It Takes Two seems like such a fun game. The other game that I think I want to play with him is oh gosh, what was it? It was Gears of War 1 remastered because that's a game that me and Garrett both really really like, and there's Gears of War 1 on PC. I think that would be a lot of fun to play. So I'm gonna keep scheduling. I'm gonna keep trying to find a new game because I think that's like my like kind of thing as a content creator. Like when I stick on one game for too long, I feel like the people that are interested. How should I say this? The people that are interested, like, or my community, not I should say, my community, like, they don't stop by as much when I stick on a game for too long, and I wonder if that's because like you know because when I get into it, I kind of like want to explore everything about the game, so I might like linger on something for too long, and the content might get a little stale. Um, I do want to beat a game through and through for sure when I play it, but I don't know. Maybe I just need to be better at picking the games to play because I don't know. I'm not a person that can just like I do have Game Pass, so like I have a lot of games that I could just play. But also I'm not the kind of person that could just like keep buying AAA games every couple of weeks. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, I think this week was all right. I think this week was pretty good. I think we're headed back in the right direction. I do want to get back into the 10 plus viewer streams, though, like with a lot of people talking. Those were always really fun, but I think it is going to take a little bit of work to get there because not everyone can make it. So we got to get discovered more. That's what I think I'm going to try to aim for in the next couple of weeks. Because again, I do have things in the works, but like it's not something that's going to come out for like at least a couple months. It's a lot of work, so we'll see how it goes. But anyways, that's going to be it for this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all next week, and I will update the schedule um, probably around Sunday. Anyways, thanks, guys. Good night. Good night. It's the morning.